Hey, Forrest here. Nothing like getting paid. And with ICCU's mobile app, I can deposit checks or accept Zelle payments so the money hits my account fast. I just wish there was an app for mowing the rest of these lawns.
Right now, Lithia Ford of Boise is buying used vehicles. How much you want for the SUV?
I don't know.
Well, Lithia Ford will give you more than that.
How much more?
More than you think.
I'm not thinking anything.
I'm thinking you might get even more than that. See how much more you can get at Lithia Ford of Boise.
When it comes to concrete, we've got you covered. RowPaint.com offers custom concrete coating services for your garage, business, warehouse, and more. And we do it in one day. We are your complete concrete coatings solution.
It's time for the Lithia Ford of Boise postgame show from Bronco Nation News. We're breaking down the game with highlights, interviews, analysis, and most importantly, you. Give your thoughts on the game in the YouTube chat or Facebook comments, and we'll include the best ones on the show. Check out LithiaFordBoise.com to view their full inventory of vehicles, or check them out at 8853 West Fairview in Boise. Today's broadcast is coming from the Cutwater Spirits Canned Cocktail Studios. Check out one of their more than 30 flavors of pre-mixed premium cocktails at your local gas station or grocery store. Now let's head out and join BJ Rains for the Lithia Ford of Boise postgame show from Bronco Nation News.
Well, greetings, Boise State fans. We got 15 seconds left, and then I will go live here on the video. Boise State finishing up the win here as the clock is now under 10 seconds, and Boise State is going to win this one. And there it is. I was not contractually allowed to air that, but now we can go live. The game is over. Boise State has won 83-60. 83-60. Boise State gets the win. Coach Leon Rice is going to sit down and join us in just a minute. This is going to be a lot of fun to have Coach Rice come on and join us for the fifth quarter. 83-60. Boise State wins this one. Tyson Degenhart had 20-plus points. We're going to get you the stats here shortly. But a very impressive game for Boise State to finish up the Canadian trip. As you see here, there was a very large crowd, huge crowd here. It was pretty much a packed house. They were making noise. They were getting on the guys, and this was the best team they've played by far. So on the scoreboard, it's only a 23-point win, but I thought it was a pretty impressive win. I thought there's a lot to be excited about for Boise State. So we'll get Coach Rice over here in just a minute. They're going to play the fifth bonus quarter, which we are once again allowed to stream live, thanks to Coach Leon Rice. Again, our sponsors, RBC Wealth Management, Brian King, Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate, and all of our interviews brought to you by Taco Bell. We appreciate all of our sponsors for making this possible, a live broadcast here for the fifth quarter. And, of course, Coach Leon Rice is the one nice enough to let us do this. Tyson Degenhart's going to join us live on the postgame show as well. But how cool is this? And you get the Martin brothers together. You get all kinds of stuff here. We got the two Martin brothers together out there. Chris Lockett is starting this game also. So we'll be able to show you some live action. They've got a little game going on, and the players are in the way there a little bit. But still 1 minute on the clock here. It's going to be Vince Behringer, Sam Winter, Cam Martin, Chris Lockett, and Alex Martin starting here for Boise State in this extra game. Again, 83-60 was the final score of the main game. 29 points for Tyson Degenhart. How about that? 29 points for Tyson Degenhart as we finish up the Canadian tour here. 16 points for Omar Stanley. 9 points for R.J. Keene. He had a thunderous dunk. We can maybe go ahead and show you that here real quick. R.J. Keene with a thunderous dunk on a putback. We'll show you. This was at the end of the first half. R.J. Keene, one-handed slam by R.J. Keene. What a really, really impressive dunk that was by R.J. Keene. So R.J. Keene had the dunk. Boise State went into the locker room with a nice lead at the half. And now as we bring you back to some live action here as we get set to go, Coach Leon Rice, kind enough to join us. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. That was a good atmosphere, and felt like you're playing a little bit of a road game.
It
there.
did.
That was neat. So that's a well-coached team we played. Those guys played really hard. They had a really good defensive scheme. They run their stuff well. So you couldn't just mess around. And, I knew because the way we approached this trip and the way, we spent about 10 hours in the sun yesterday.
Yeah.
So I knew there'd be some challenges with our mentality and our, and we won both games pretty handily. And so I was really happy with what we got done. Now, it was a realistic game a little bit more, and we worked through some things. It was great.
29 points for Tyson Degenhart. I felt like the first two games he was doing a little more facilitating, didn't really try to take over, but tonight he was huge for you.
Yeah, you like to see that. 29 points in 24 minutes. That's pretty good. So this is the big one. We got to get one of these wins. So,
and you've got Lexus Williams you've turned to coach for this one.
We've gone, yeah.
What is to have the Martin brothers out here playing together? I know we did it a little bit in the first game, but that's got to be special for them.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want Cam out there right now, but we're going to give him about 3 minutes and let him play with his brother a little bit because it might be their last chance. It was all the craziness in college basketball is the only reason they have a chance to play together because Cam's on his 7th year.
One of the oldest players in college basketball this year, no doubt about it. This was a scrappy team tonight, Coach.
It was.
Big crowd. You mentioned being a road game. They hit some shots early. You guys actually got outscored in the second quarter, 17-15, but you really turned it up when you needed to.
Yeah. And these guys, this is fun because these guys want to win this game, both teams,
Nice put. Oh, Cam had the foul there, but this means something, right?
For them a lot because it's kind of a win-win a little bit. Number one, I got Alex, Vince, and Sam. They get some minutes, game minutes, and with like I said, with all the work they put in, they deserve that, and these guys deserve to be over here cheering for them because they have to do that a lot for those guys. So it's cool.
Lexus Williams, we mentioned, Coach. And I know he was with you at the training camp for Team USA. I know you think a lot of him and his future in this profession.
I do. He knows, he's got great relationships with the guys. He's just, pretty fresh off the playing, so he can really, really help our point guards and, because he can see it from a player's perspective and a coach perspective. He's been great.
He's following in the footsteps of David Moats, and we need to slide the coach's box a few feet to the right, maybe. But
should I tell him?
What's
Come on, one time? Oh, get that, Alex! Good, Alex.
Alex Martin over there in the corner gets it out to his brother.
There's that dreaded.
They're going to call him for a travel. It looks like
they keep saying they step out. I think these guys see an imaginary line because I was. Is
that an international rule? If you're within 6 inches of the line, it's. I really like this venue.
It's cool.
Yeah.
This was a perfect end to to a great trip, and we got a lot of another value that we have because you don't play even a scrimmage until October really. We got a lot of good stuff on tape that we can show guys, positioning wise and defensively and execution wise, and so you can use that for 2 months as a teaching tool.
Yeah.
We didn't do any of that. We did 1 day of teaching, but we didn't do any of that really on this trip. So we got all that tape to be able to do.
There was one point where I saw Cam, could have gone to the basket, but instead came out and he actually hit the three.
Yeah.
But Larry said something to you, and he said, "Well, we got it on tape now."
Yep,
that's
exactly. And some of it's rust too. These guys needed to get here and play through that. So then they get, I remember, I can go to the hole. Yeah. So all those things help you when you get to see it on tape.
You got Andrew Meadow back in there now. You went ahead and took Cam out.
Yeah, that makes me sleep better.
That's kind of the one thing in this last game you wanted to avoid was any kind of injury, right?
No doubt. That was huge. And so I can rest easy now.
Hey, I thought in that second half there, Kade played really well. He hit a three-pointer. He had another bucket. He's getting some extra minutes with Kobe being out right now, and he's taking advantage of it.
He is, and he makes winning plays, and that's what these guys respect about him. And plays hard, really guards. That's what credit to Rodney Perry, the Lithia coach. He really taught him how to play defense, and he had to guard draft. He had to guard Jordan Walsh in practice, who ended up being a draft pick.
Yeah.
So he got better because of that.
You mentioned, I think one of the games, Coach, how when you get these walk-ons in here, they all want to try to do something themselves. But nice three-point attempt there.
Oh, there we go. That would have been big.
Nice open shot there from Andrew. But what do you want to see in terms of the flow of the offense here? Obviously, you're trying to win this. It looked like that was out on.
Yeah, she did. Let's go, team.
RJ coming back in. Coach, I showed it once alrethat but dunk was pretty impressive at the end of the first half there. Thank you, Coach. I forgot to turn it there.
The
I don't know union-wise if you're allowed to touch the camera, but that dunk RJ Keene had to finish the first half was pretty nice.
And that was a good energy. I thought RJ played really good energy tonight. That was great.
Number 12 posting up there. He's short. Nice rebound by Andrew Meadow. Go ahead, Coach.
This really helped RJ. This was a great trip for him because, it's really hard not to play in games. They've all said that. They're like, Coach, games are different. Games, all the guys that, Kade didn't play last year.
Yeah.
RJ didn't play last year. And Cam didn't play for 2. They've all said the same thing, like, wow, this was good because games are a lot different.
And Keene hit a 3. Here's Kade going for 3. That'd be a big one. There it is.
Oh, wow.
You guys have the lead here.
We got the lead. Let's go.
I think it might be the first lead in the 3 bonus games you've had.
Let's get into the 4-quarter offense. Not sure that works with the 24-second clock.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
That's off. Kade with the rebound there. You got a chance to go up 2 possessions here in a football term, I guess. But
right. Then you can really
it just looks cool with the flag in the background. It just the international feel. How is that? Oh, they finally called the foul late there. That was
Yeah. I really appreciate not only the fans staying around for these guys, but their coach. He wants to win. He's coaching hard, but these refs to do an extra quarter every game.
They getting paid extra for the 5th quarter?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's very nice of them.
It's a class act.
I did notice every game you've asked them where the line is for the coach's box. You're not trying to get teed up in one of these.
Well, it's different in FIBA. And, I know some FIBA rules because, I missed both of them. Get ahead of the ball. There you go.
Boise State up 7-4 here, 6:20 to go in the extra period. Nice steal there.
Come on, Jace.
Jace finds Kade. Nice layup.
That was
nice
a great play by
transition defense, turning defense into offense there, Coach.
Yes, that was a big play.
You guys really got out and ran pretty well in these 3 games. I really thought, Coach, you.
Yeah, he's right here. No, Alex right behind him.
Oh, okay.
Scramble for the ball there, trying to get a rebound. You got numbers heading the other way. Nice
play.
give and go to Jace Whiting for the layup, and they need a timeout over there on that side. You guys really did a good job these 3 games of your transition offense and really turning defense into offense.
Well, for an August game, we actually did some pretty good things defensively considering we haven't worked on their kind of offense, what they run. We haven't worked with the 21st-second clock. That's kind of one thing we actually forgot a little bit because we're never going to play with the 21st-second clock. So, there's a few things like that help you a little bit, and we didn't work on that.
Coach, here's the dunk from Keene again if you want to see it. I was showing it earlier. You got the putback off the rim, one hand, throwing it down there. He got up a little bit.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I'm really happy for RJ because, and what's neat about this team is, Max and guys that have played a lot, they really gave up a lot of minutes today. These guys that haven't played a lot of minutes in the game, so it's pretty cool.
And I know we talked about it the other day, but you guys think really highly of RJ Keene and his future here.
I do, and as he matures, he's just going to get better and better. He's got to grind it out and work and shoot and become, just a great shooter, not a good shooter, become a great shooter. And I know he'll do that. And when he does that, he's gonna make a big jump.
You got Mo Silla in the chat again, Coach.
Oh, my man Mo. I've said it a bunch of times. I wish he was here because he needs some games where he gets to play through stuff, and he hasn't had those chances. And he had a great summer. So we miss you, Mo. We love you. Wish you could have been here. We talked about you every day.
11-6. Boise State has the lead here right now. 11-6 with 5:17 to go. You've got your walk-ons out there. You've also got Jace and Roddy Anderson.
Roddy together. We want to get them all run together.
That's a unique lineup with two ball handlers like that. Here's Kade dribbling baseline. Left-handed dribble, kicks it out.
That's a great kick.
Jace Whiting with the pump fake.
Those are the ones I want Jace to shoot because he's an elite shooter, and those in-out passes are the ones we want him.
I was talking to Larry during the game. You guys, the ball movement on this trip and finding that extra pass.
Yeah, we had some pretty possessions where, we got a lot of older guys that make simple plays, and simple plays are the key. Get it up, Kade. You got to get that in.
Look at Kade Rice again. He's on fire. Number 8, he's got that. He's feeling it out there. That was another nice little fadeaway. Yeah, I think combined between the two games, he's got about 10 points right now.
Yeah, he did a good job here. These guys are playing. Oh, I thought he was gonna. Yeah,
nice.
Look at these guys.
Oh, that's a tough foul there. Look at Lexus.
Who'd they call him?
The ref just told Lexus to back up a little bit.
It confused the ref.
13-6. We got 4:35 to go. Someone on here, Coach, said they just renewed their season tickets today. Let's go Broncos.
Let's go. This could be a fun team to watch. They should. Let's see if Lex can pull this thing out. Hey, kudos to your sponsors for getting you up here. That was neat for the Bronco Nation to get to see some highlights and, get to know our guys better because this is a really neat group. Oh, that was a fun.
And I know at least one of my sponsors, Row Paint, did some work for you.
Oh, man, and they are the best. I'm telling you what, it transformed our garage. My wife, she didn't care about the garage, I don't think, but she was like blown away. She was like, "Now this is, I didn't know it was going to be this cool and this good." And I'm so grateful for them because the job those guys did, and they did it in a day.
One day install. Rowpaint.com. There you go. You just heard it from Coach Rice himself. So,
and what was great too is it made me clean up that dang garage, which I never done, and or at least.
Did you go with the blue and orange, Boise State? What color? What was the color scheme you went with?
I went with Mount Everest.
I don't remember the name. I've got kind of a grayish, whitish.
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay,
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, they've done our back patio as well, and our garage. It's rowpaint.com, our title sponsor. There wouldn't be a Bronco Nation News without Andy Rowe and his staff, so we appreciate what they're doing.
No, it's cool. You got all my favorites as a sponsor. I saw Taco Bell is now on board.
Yes, the Nicolason family. We appreciate them and Taco Bell. I know you're a healthy eater, Coach, but you go to Taco Bell occasionally. We've all heard the story where you gypped your son on the gift card.
He just tells that story every, I'm busy around Christmas.
You gave him a gift card for Christmas, and then what? He went there to buy something?
I think he rode his bike all the way up there, and it turns out there was like 60 cents left. I think I had purchased all the crunchy gorditas, and I didn't know that was the one. I didn't know. So.
Well, we're actually giving away $20 gift cards that do have the $20 on them for the next couple of folks that subscribe.
I need to get some, so
there you go.
I can jip him again. I'll go use them, buy some crunchy gorditas, and then I'll
heat check a little bit there. Great shot from White.
Great play by Chris, though.
The passing in these three games, Coach. I mean, there's almost been sometimes where you'd argue they've passed too much, where guys are open and they're giving it up. But there was 3 or 4 times earlier in this game. There was one I remember at the end of the shot clock where guy could have shot it, made the extra pass, and I think Tyson hit a 3 right before the buzzer. Just looks like a very unselfish team out there.
Oh, we should have had that rebound. That was a
loose ball leads to
they gave it to the wrong team.
Yeah, they did. It's a 13-9
game. Let's see if Lex knows how to call a timeout and feedback.
Which he can't, right?
Well, you can't on a live ball, but you can.
Nice pass there.
Pass.
Nice up and under. Kade Rice.
Great pass by Alex.
Alex Martin to Kade Rice.
Good job, Alex.
Mo Silla wants a 3 from Sam, our group leader, he says.
Yes, the captain. He's the captain of the scout team. Come on. Oh, it's heating
Someone else says they're sitting in Leon's Landing for this season. The new section of seats you got there. So
yeah, we're going to have some special surprises for those people. No doubt. That's great. I love it.
We got record viewership yet again here, and we had somebody on the pregame show watching from Turkey. That's a Boise State fan on vacation. Kade Rice again, Coach.
Who is this?
Look at his mom over there in the stands. She's pumped. That's got to be cool for her as well.
Yeah, that's great. But I'm just proud of all these guys, the way they're cheering the ball and the way they're.
And the best part is look at your other guys on the bench standing up and getting into it here.
They want the win. Every second matters when you get a chance, and that's the way we approach it. They might get another stop. This is big. Oh, this is a ball game.
It is 17-14. That three-pointer cuts the lead to 3.
That was huge.
Similar
By the lefty.
2:04 to go, 17-14. Boise State in the lead by 3 here. 2 minutes to go in the extra quarter here. Got a ball game. Look at that. Up. Oh, Kade Rice.
It's Robbie Benson in one-on-one. He's just going crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Kade Rice is on fire. The spin move. We'll have to put together a highlight package here. I think I'm going to have to request Kade Rice. I was going to get Max for the post-game show. I'm going to get Kade instead.
Hey, Cade's getting his minutes next year.
Oh, my gosh. That was look at the bench over here. They're loving this. The bench is loving this. Big possession here, though, Coach.
It's huge. If we can get a hoop here. Then
up 5 right now.
Turn it over. You can't have a turnover.
Up 5. Might as well. Why not?
Why wouldn't you?
Oh.
Yes. Oh, Alex. Alex had it. That would have been huge.
5-point lead. Minute 30 to go. They're going to step into a 3. Air ball. Kade with the rebound. Use a little clock here, right?
We got drama. We got drama. Play.
Up 5.
24-second clock.
Vince Sanity. Vince Behringer might have just iced it. Buries the 3.
Look at our bench.
Look at that. Look at the bench over there.
These guys
and look at Lexus still in his defensive stance here, coaching this pretty seriously.
Yes.
They're saying it's time to ISO Kade Rice here. We got.
It's a good way to end this trip.
Yeah, this is awesome here. You got Chris Lockett, and you get Alex the bucket there for 3.
Come on.
Oh,
Kade got shoved.
No foul there. Wow. They called something. It's going to be, or at least out of bounds, I think they said. So it'll be Boise State ball, 47.5 seconds to go. Lexus ain't giving up. He's still calling out instructions here. And
this is what a great way. Go ahead,
Sam for 3. Oh, almost.
Go rebound, Vince. Darn it.
You got Lexus. You said you coached till the bitter end.
No doubt.
Straight up by Alex Martin. Nice job there. Nice D, and he gets the rebound.
Good job, Alex.
33 seconds to go. They're going to have to take one more shot.
Get it across.
They're going to have to go. Here we go. They're setting up a little final player. Still, this is good practice, too, for a late game situation.
Here we go. Oh, we missed the
Chris
screen.
with a nice left-handed drive. Kicks out to Vince for 3.
Got it.
Oh, Vince Sanity again.
What a great ending.
Another 3 for Vince Behringer. Coach, final thing. I mean, just we've been talking about it, but 3 wins, a lot of fun, a lot of team building. I mean, you got to leave here feeling pretty happy about everything.
No doubt. It was a shout out to the Canadians up here. It was so great. First-class deal. Really impressive.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Grateful to all our boosters that helped with this trip. And, this was a once-in-a-lifetime, and it really made us better.
Well, the fans enjoyed it, but it was thanks to you allowing the access, Coach, so we truly appreciate it. Thanks a lot for
no problem.
Are they still saying there's time on the clock here? I don't know what they're doing here.
No, we're going to go shake their
Appreciate
hands
it, Coach. Thank you for all your help, all your access. Much appreciated.
Hey, we're about 28 days from Bronco football.
There you go.
More excited.
There you go. Appreciate it, Coach.
Okay.
There he is, Coach Leon Rice. We appreciate him for joining us. Boise State, again, wins the first game 83-60, wins the second game as well. That was a lot of fun there in the 5th quarter. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that. 25-17 was the score in the 5th quarter. Lexus Williams gets the win. We're going to see if we can get Kade Rice instead of Max. I was going to get Max, but I think we got to get Kade on. I'm going to ask Cody here. Hold on one second, folks. I think Kade Rice deserves to be on the postgame show after that performance tonight. That was super impressive. The teams are shaking hands here. The coaches are talking at midcourt. Boise State goes 3-0. We got plenty more to come. We're going to hear from Tyson Degenhart. We got about 3 minutes of highlights to show you as well. A lot of cool stuff to get to as Boise State wins this one. Again, the final score was 83-60 in the first game. Second game was 25-17. I think you might have to go to the locker. Did Nate say? They're going to go to the locker room first, and then he'll come back on. But we got highlights to show. We got a lot to get to. And, again, I hope you guys just realize what you were watching. Bronco Nation News providing a live stream of the 5th quarter there. And it was all made possible by Coach Leon Rice agreeing to let it happen. Super appreciative. Max Rice over there taking pictures with fans in the crowd. No, it's not John Mallory getting a selfie. It actually is a legit fan. But cool way to end the trip. Coach Rice getting ready to do an interview with a TV station here, it looks like, from Canada. But overall, what a cool experience for Boise State. Boise State wins both games. We got a ton of highlights. We got more live interviews. Don't go anywhere here on the Lithia Florida Boise postgame show. I only have one mic. That's why somebody asked if I can get the brothers on together. I only have one extra mic, so that is probably not going to be possible. But I'll just take Kade if I can get him, and we'll take Tyson Degenhart as well. But again, what a couple of days up here in Canada. A live fifth quarter stream of all three games, thanks to, by the way, look at Tyson Degenhart helping clean up the towels and clean up things. You see Coach Rice doing an interview here, but what a way to end the trip here in Canada. Awesome time. Really appreciate the hospitality. Boise State for allowing the access here for Bronco Nation News, and it was an awesome trip. Super excited that we were able to make it, and again, it was possible thanks to everybody in the Boise State Athletic Department for allowing us to do this, and we're super thankful for Coach Rice and everybody for allowing us to be here and do this trip, and the access they provided us, allowing Bronco Nation News game day interviews in the hotel, tagging along on the bus to the rafting, all the stuff they allowed us to do, and then to give us live interviews, and for Coach Rice to allow us to stream the game like that and provide commentary. I mean, that's the head coach, and that's an actual game going on, and he was willing to come hang out for 20 minutes a game and give us commentary. I just hope you guys realize how rare that was, and so really appreciative and thankful to Cody Gogler, Jeremiah Dickey, Mike Walsh, Nate Lowry, everybody, and of course Leon and his entire staff for, we had Birdo on one get tonight, we had Duryea, we had Burns, all the assistant coaches did live interviews during warm-ups on the pregame show. We had live streaming on the postgame show. Really, really cool, and we're excited to have been able to do it. So we're going to have Tyson Degenhart join us, one of the Rice brothers join us as well here in a couple minutes. So if you have any other comments or thoughts, go ahead and get those in, and we will get to those here shortly on the Lithia Florida Boise postgame show. I want to thank our sponsors. Of course, you heard us talking about RoePaint.com, our title sponsor earlier. They just did Coach Rice's garage. They can do your garage as well. RoePaint.com. One-day install. The concrete coatings are the best. Check them out, RoePaint.com. Lithia Florida Boise, do what the Rains family did. Purchase a vehicle from Lithia Florida Boise. You will not be disappointed. Lithia Florida Boise is awesome. Awesome folks. We appreciate Jim Sturk and company for their support of Bronco Nation News, and check them out. View that full inventory of vehicles at LithiaFordBoise.com. Idaho Central Credit Union, don't forget, you can go meet Tyson Degenhart. He is going to be out at BAM Jam, and that is going to be on Saturday. Go meet Tyson Degenhart on Saturday from 10 to 1 at the ICCU booth out in Caldwell at BAM Jam. He'll be out there from 10 to 1 on Saturday, and we appreciate our friends at ICCU for their support. If you're looking for Boise State gear, go check out the Blue and Orange Store, theblueandorangestore.com. Check them out. Free shipping, any order over $40, or you can go into the Boise Town Square Mall there on the second floor. That would be highly recommend that as well. The Blue and Orange Store, theblueandorangestore.com. We got some highlights we can show. We got some final stats to go over as well. As again, Boise State wins this one. There's some kids out there playing on the court. Boise State wins this one 83-60. 83-60 is the final. We'll load up some full stats here. And Coach Rice just finishing up his interview, so he's going to go talk to the team there in the locker room, and then we'll get some players to hustle out and talk to us. So let's go to the highlights here. And again, this was a fun game. Boise State right off the bat. Andrew Meadow with a dunk there early in the game, put Boise State up, but this was a tough game early on. They hit some shots. They had a big crowd, nice slip screen there. Chabuzo Abo with the slam for Boise State there. But again, as I said, this was a tough game, man. They hit some early shots. They had another tough take by Buzo. Big crowd was getting into it. They had some little kids that were behind the bench going crazy. They were playing at halftime, so it wasn't easy early on. Definitely felt like a road game, but the bigger, better team eventually took over. Nice up and under there from Omar Stanley as he continues to impress. Nice ball movement here. Tyson Degenhart hits the three. Again, he had 29 points in this one. It almost felt like a quiet 29 points because I think he did it in not very many minutes at all. 23 minutes, he had 29 points. Now, Stanley again backing his dude down. It might have been the same play that I played twice. I apologize for that, doing all this editing on the fly here. R.J. Keene, nice pass there to Stanley. Stanley's going to back his guy down and gets it to roll there. Omar Stanley had 16 points. Again, another impressive game from him, 16 and 8. Backdoor there from Tyson Degenhart. He scores, and the foul. Boise State extends the lead at this point. It was a pretty nice, large lead for Boise State, and then it ended up getting close. Boise State actually lost the second quarter 17-15, but you had some guys come back and make some plays, and in the second quarter there, they were able to come back and do things in the third and fourth quarter. Another nice play there by Chibuzo Abo dunking it home. Nice play for him. Omar Stanley keeps the play alive. R.J. Keene with the putback there, but R.J. Keene has another big highlight coming. Right here is the end of the first half. Degenhart, nice off the glass. A nice play from Tyson Degenhart there. Again, 29 points for him, but the play of the first half right here, Tyson Degenhart driving, misses the shot, but R.J. Keene with the one-handed slam. He is pumped. The halftime buzzer hits, and that's a great way to go into the half for Boise State. 44-29 was the lead for Boise State at the break, as a huge one-handed thunderous dunk for Boise State, and we'll show that again a little bit later. But Cam Martin, you're going to leave him open? Okay, he'll take the three. Cam Martin drains the three for Boise State. He had another nice game himself. If you're going to leave him open, he's going to take that. So great ball movement here. The skip pass, the shot clock's at 1, and right before the buzzer, Tyson Degenhart hits the three. And again, he just had a huge game. Was really impressive. Another nice extra ball movement. And again, Degenhart hits the three. You see that extra pass. Boise State continued to do that throughout this tournament. Just super impressive, the ball movement. Another nice pass there from Cam Martin. Finds Omar Stanley for the huge dunk down low. He can shoot and he can pass, folks. Cam Martin is going to be a force. There's another nice pass from Martin. Missed the shot, but he follows it up, gets his rebound, and Degenhart scores again, and the foul. You like to see the hustle there, following up his missed shot and getting the ball back there. So that was super impressive. Degenhart again on the break with the dunk. And again, folks, he had 29 points, but he only played 23 minutes. So just a super impressive game. Abo here with the pull-up. We saw that a lot last year. That's almost money right there in the lane. So a nice shot from Chibuzo Abo. And then we finish it up here. Kade Rice, the corner three. Hoping to get Kade Rice on because I thought he was super impressive with what he did. And then Omar Stanley passes it to R.J. Keene. And one for Keene. Keene had a nice game as well as Boise State wins this one. Again, the final score was 83-60. 83-60 was your final score. Boise State wins this one. We have some final numbers that we can go over while we're waiting for our special guest to come on. And again, we'll go through the stats here for you. Roddy Anderson had 5 points. Omar Stanley, 16. Tyson Degenhart had 29 points. Let's see, 9 points for R.J. Keene. Again, I thought he played really, really well. 6 points for Kade Rice, but you throw in that extra 10-minute quarter, and Kade Rice probably had 15 points tonight. He was super impressive. 8 points for Chibuzo Abo. You had Andrew Meadow. Andrew Meadow had 4 points. 2 points for Jace Whiting, and 4 it says for Cam Martin, but I don't think that's right because he hit a 3, and I know he had some free throws as well. So kind of a balanced scoring attack. I don't think the scoring sheet is 100% accurate, but Tyson Degenhart did have a ton of points tonight, 29 to be honest, and it seems a little high, so maybe they gave a few of those to Cam. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but overall, they're raising the curtain behind me, but just super impressive. 3 games, 3 wins for Boise State, and it was just super impressive to see what they were able to do out here on this Canadian trip. And again, so thankful for all of you guys for checking out all these shows. And again, don't go anywhere. We got Tyson Degenhart joining us and Kade Rice as well as we continue our Lithia Ford of Boise postgame show here after a big win for Boise State. We got JR saying Omar is ready for conference play. Let's see. Does Cade know who Robbie Benson is? Best in-game movie reference I've heard in years. Yeah, that was fun. Sandy Keene watching RJ there. Awesome trip for the guys. Enjoyed watching them. 100-point average in the 3 games. Great job. Preston says we recruited well. Filled the missing pieces. Didn't have last year for defense, athleticism, protecting the rim. Everyone is a shooter, too. Can't hurt. Yeah, it was, again, super impressive for Boise State. All the guys that they added sure look like they're going to help this team. And you didn't even have Mo Sill out there. I know Big Mo, I think you're watching, but he would have helped. He's going to help this team too, and he would have played and done some things against a lot smaller players in this tournament. So that was a little disappointing for Boise State. I know you heard Coach Rice talk about it, that Mo Sill was unable to be out there and participate in this tournament. But overall, I thought that he was he was missed in this tournament because he would have got a chance to play. But those guys that were here and the guys that played did super, super well. And so when you think about having Omar Stanley and Cam Martin, and then having a guy that can come off the bench like Mo Silla and play some defense and do things in the middle, I think that the future obviously bodes well, and just the depth on this team. They could roll another 5 out there, and I think they would be almost just as good as the first 5. I mean, this team is really going to be deep. So, Leon's not going to have to play Max Rice 36 minutes. He can play him 30 minutes and give some extra minutes to a guy like Andrew Meadow or R.J. Keene. I mean, they just got so many guys ready to contribute. The depth really is noticeable right now, and I think that's going to be a huge thing for this team moving forward. Dan says, thanks, BJ. Really fun sneak peek this week at the team. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to be here. Really appreciative of all of our sponsors for making it happen. And again, I got to give a couple more shout outs. Ridley's Family Markets, shopridleys.com. 13 locations in the state of Idaho. Make sure you check them out. Go download the app on your smartphone for savings up to 40%. ShopRidleys.com. United Commercial Insurance. You need business insurance? How about United Commercial Insurance? 229-8222. The best in business insurance. They can write business policy insurance in 44 states around the country. Check them out at UnitedCommercialInsurance.com. You need a dentist? Or if you need a better dentist, make the move today. BoiseDentistryCo.com. Locations all across the Treasure Valley. Full family dentistry. They make it an enjoyable experience to go to the dentist. Friendly staff. Just always enjoy the times we see we're going to the dentist on the calendar. So check them out. BoiseDentistryCo.com for a location near you, or give them a call, 906-1255. Circa, I'll be there in a couple weeks. Circa Resort and Casino. Check them out if you're looking for the contest they have going on. $1,000 contest. They have a Survivor League. They have a pick 5 games against the spread called the Circa Millions contest. So if you're looking to make some money and you like to enjoy gambling on sports, Circa Sports, Circa Resort and Casino, our sponsor, is where you need to go. So we appreciate them and their support, obviously, of Bronco Nation News. I think we've given all of the correct sponsors that we need to love on this show. I mentioned our 3 sponsors that made the trip possible. Certainly Taco Bell. You heard Coach Rice talking about it. But yeah, Coach Rice gave a gift card to Max Rice for Christmas. Taco Bell gift card. Max Rice got on his bike, drove all the way to Taco Bell, excited to have lunch, and the gift card was empty or had 50 cents on it, and he couldn't get the food and had to give it back, I believe. So that's kind of the running joke in the Rice family. But he can go to Taco Bell now and get whatever he wants on the menu with the way he's playing right now. So pretty cool to see the Rice family, and we appreciate Taco Bell, their support of the show and what they're doing now as a new sponsor. And again, we got a couple gift cards left. If you want a $20 gift card, and yes, we promise it has a full $20 on the gift card, just go to BroncoNationNews.com, subscribe, and then you'll be able to do that. We're going to have a Kade Rice joining us here shortly. RBC Wealth Management, Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, Bauscher Real Estate. Again, we thank all of them. Check out Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, and we appreciate them for their support of Bronco Nation News. Kade Rice is going to join us. We'll put the mic on him here. We'll turn the camera so folks can see you. There we go, Kade. You can put the headset on. Oops, sorry, I'm stepping on the cord there. How you doing, man?
Good.
I got to be honest with you. The plan was to have your brother on, and you went out there and went crazy like that. And I said, hey, we need to switch up. We need Kade on here, man. That was impressive. How much fun was that?
It was a lot of fun. It was nice to see a couple shots go in. So,
and then all the comments, we were streaming that fifth quarter live there. So we had a ton of people watching. Your dad was giving commentary, and they were saying, ISO him. The fans were fired up there. I mean, that had to feel like high school again almost. Just getting a chance to kind of get some run, and you're hot, and they keep feeding you the ball, and have some fun out there.
Yeah, it was definitely nice to get my flow back. It's been a while since I've actually got out there in a live game, so. Yeah, nice to get out there with the guys and get some shots up. So, and
I know you were going to get some minutes, but obviously with Kobe being out, you may have got a little extra time in the original game than maybe would have been the plan, and you took advantage of it, man. You had a couple baskets the other night, and then tonight you hit a 3 and had some other things. I mean, you weren't just doing this in the bonus game. You had some baskets out there. I mean, when you're getting minutes, how important is it for you to try to show that you deserve to get more minutes?
Yeah, it's super important. I just got a lot of people. It's hard to find our role right now. We got a lot of new guys, so I'm kind of going out there and just doing whatever I need to do, whether that's rebounding, defending, scoring, kind of just finding my role specifically for this team. With Kobe out, I got a little more run in, a little more leeway to go in and do some things. So, but yeah, it's definitely important to kind of be efficient in my minutes.
What do you say? Do the things that What do you see as your role on this team right now?
I see my role on this team as making everyone else better. We got a lot of high-level guys on our team, potentially 3-4 guys who could be on first team, second team, third team in the Mountain West. And so when I go out there, it's really important for me to kind of obviously defend my guy, but also make those guys better, whether that's getting them shots or getting them open. 3
games, you guys come out here and get 3 nice wins, a lot of players with nice individual performances, some highlight dunks and things. You guys had fun all off the court as well. I mean, it had to be a pretty successful trip for you guys.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was definitely nice to come out here and kind of be together and learn each other's games more in a real game setting instead of practice. So
what do you think? I know it's hard to know. Maybe this is a better question for November, but to get those extra practices, to get this team camaraderie, to get these 3 games in, the first game in November 9th or whatever is not going to maybe feel as much like the first game for guys like Cam and Omar and Chris and Andrew and Roddy. I mean, just what do you think this trip is going to do to give you guys a little jump start going into the season?
Yeah, I think it definitely will help our chemistry as far as just like being together. Like you said, in November, it won't feel like our first game because we've been out here a few times now, and we'll kind of know what guys do and how to make each other better, how to get people to their sweet spot or get them cooking a little bit. So it was definitely nice to come out here and kind of learn each other's games.
Who impressed you in these 3 games, man?
I was really impressed with everyone. I loved Omar's game. He put up a lot of numbers, and it wasn't even just points. Yesterday, 2 days ago, he had like 20 and 15. And then I didn't even look at the stat sheet today, but I'm sure it was up there.
Yeah, I was. He had, I think it was 16 and 8 tonight.
Yeah,
but
wow.
Kind of a real quiet too. But he was good. Any other? I mean, we saw what Cam can do. That's going to be nice of a 5 guy that can shoot like that.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously the returners. 29 tonight from Tyson, kind of doing what he does. But overall, I mean, just a lot of individual guys showed that they can contribute this year. Man, you guys are going to be pretty
100%.
deep. You're going to be pretty deep.
Definitely. We got a lot of guys who can do a lot of great things, and more importantly, though, we got a lot of guys who are willing to play for each other and make each other better.
I'll tell you what, man, I had the privilege of sitting next to Larry for these games, and some of the comments he was making, and we were talking at one point, you guys just make the extra pass, man. Yeah. There was a couple of times where a guy had a wide open shot, but he still swung it to the next guy, and you got an even more open shot. It seems like there's not, the ball doesn't stick on this team. There's a lot of ball movement.
Yeah, we got a lot of respect and a lot of chemistry with each other, and everyone on this team just wants to see each other succeed. So it's going to work out.
What'd you think of Coach Lexus Williams here in the?
That's a heck of a coach right there.
He was. I mean, there was 20 seconds left, and he was still down in the defensive stands getting after it. I mean, Lexus was coach. He's the only coach of the 3 that got the win in the 5th quarter there.
Hey, winners win. That's what Lex does.
So what happens next for you? You get a little time off now, right? Are you going to stay in Boise or try to get away for a little while? You get a couple weeks off, right? And then school starts in a couple weeks, and you guys will get a quick break and then get back at it, right?
Yeah, we're going to head back to Boise right now. I'm going to just get back in the gym, and then I think I'm going to take a little family trip up to Spokane, Washington, see some close friends up there. So
wonder who might be up in Spokane that you guys would hang out with for a couple of days. But, I mean, this is the final, I guess, event for the team for a couple weeks though, right?
Yeah, everyone's gonna go home, recharge after a long summer, put in a lot of work this summer, come back ready to go.
To have your mom up here in the stands too, and obviously your brother. I know Brock wasn't here, but just to be able to spend this time together, and your brother, it was your brother's birthday, I believe, yesterday, and as I said, just to be able to do what you did, this had to be cool for the whole family.
Yeah, it was definitely an awesome experience. It's definitely a really cool thing. Me and Max have never played on a team together. Obviously, we were on the team last year together, but I was redshirting. So it's a new experience that we've really never had in our whole lives. And so for obviously our dad to be here, but our mom as well is just awesome to play in front of them.
Well, awesome, man. Appreciate your time. Congrats again. You bumped brother off you got the bragging rights now. That was an impressive performance. The fans loved it, and we'll see you back in Boise.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. There he is. We appreciate Kade Rice for joining us. Tyson Degenhart is going to come join us hopefully soon. I see him talking to his parents over there, but we'll get Tyson on in just a minute. And as we continue our post-game coverage here on the Lithia Ford of Boise post-game show, here in Kamloops, Canada. We'll head back tomorrow to Boise. Long travel day ahead, about a 3 or 4 hour bus ride, and then 2 plane flights going through Seattle on the way back. So we're hoping to get Tyson on. I see him over there talking to his parents. We're probably not going to have a ton of time because they're going to want to get the bus going and kick us out here. But we will get Tyson Degenhart is the BNN correspondent here, and he's the one we're waiting on to wrap up the show. So hopefully we can get him on soon. He's actually getting a picture with his mom and dad right now, and you'll see him walking over here to join us in just a second. If you do have a quick question or comment that you want to ask Tyson Degenhart, go ahead and get that in now. We will try to ask him that. But again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Please go subscribe if you can. $70 for a 1-year subscription. We have a new monthly option right now. Fall Camp 23 is the promo code. Fall Camp 23. You get the first month for $1. So you can read Jordan, Prater, myself, all of Fall Camp for $1, and then it'll renew at $6.99 the monthly charge if you like us in 30 days. If you don't, you can cancel, and you only lost $1. So here comes Tyson running over here. So go check us out. Fall Camp 23 is the promo. We okay on time? Okay. Don't want to get shortchanged here with Tyson, but I also don't want to get the bus to leave me here. So we'll. Tyson's trying to get the bus to leave me here. He's but you got your parents here. You got to take some pictures with them. So we appreciate you sitting down and jumping on. How's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm going good. You actually knew before the game we were probably going to get you post game, and then you went out and got 29 points tonight.
Yeah, my first 3 went down, and so normally when that happens, the hoop seems to get a little bit bigger.
Kade Rice walked out with my stat sheet. Do you have another stat sheet there?
Yeah.
But Nate's got one here. What was it like for you? I know the first 2 games was more you're kind of facilitating. You didn't really go too crazy on things. Thank you, Nate. But tonight it seemed like you were a little more assertive offensively.
Yeah, I mean, like our whole team philosophy is like if some guys making shots, you find them. Like it was Andrew the first night, and then Omar and Cam the second night. Even Cam the first game, he was 5 for 7 from 3. So our team does a really good job of finding the hot hand. They found Kade in the last quarter, in the 5th quarter. So we're really very unselfish.
Yeah, I mean, how much fun was that, by the way, watching the 5th quarter, getting the win, and Kade was going off there?
It was fun. You know, they didn't win the first 2, but they finished strong, and that's what it's all about.
How you feel leaving here? 3 wins. 3 nice, impressive games. You got some team building activities together. I mean, it just seems like overall it was about as good as a trip you could have hoped for.
Absolutely. You know, coming into the summer, I mean, looking back at these last 3 years, this is the team that would be the best to have the foreign trip, and we took full advantage of it.
What do you like about this team?
We have a lot of guys that can do a lot of stuff for us. I mean, you see Keen doing all the dirty work, and then you get to end up with a putback dunk. And, Max is going to make shots. Bruiser's going to make shots. Cam's going to make shots. Omar's going to crash the glass every time, and we have so many guys that can do so many different things for us. And if I don't have a good night, I know I have 8 or 9 other guys that can back it up for me.
It really seems like the depth's going to be there too, and hopefully you're not going to have to play 37 minutes a game.
Absolutely. If we can save our bodies and play 28, 29 minutes a night, the stats may not look the same as last year, but our bodies will feel a lot better because of it.
Who individually stood out to you in these 3 games? Maybe I know you saw stuff in practice. Anybody show you something in the game that really impressed you?
I mean, like Andrew got it going in the first game, and to know if he starts making shots, we need to feed him the ball. And seeing Cam get his legs underneath him, same with Keen. They were both very impressive. Cam can shoot the ball really well, plays with high IQ. Keen does all the little dirty things that no one really wants to do, but he's willing to do them to get on the court, and you got to love it. And Omar crashing the glass was just incredible, and just the way he affects shots and what he does for our team is great.
Omar and Cam, man, that battle, both those guys prove they're going to be key players for you.
Absolutely. They're going to play for us, and, we have a really special group.
People want to know where they can get the shirt you're wearing. That's a Nike shirt. It looks like that's just a team shirt, I guess.
It is a team shirt.
People are liking that there. Chase says you're the pick for Mountain West preseason player of the year. But as we kind of wrap this up, because I don't want to miss the bus, what's next for you? You're going to go back home for a little bit?
Yeah, go home for a week, continue to, get better while I'm back home, and then come back to Boise with, some things to work on. And it should be a great fall for us.
Well, we'll recap this trip some more and talk about it on Tuesday. Episode, I guess, 5 it is, of the Tyson Degenhart Show coming up on Tuesday. 8 p.m. Tuesday will be the next episode. Looking forward to catching up with you there. And we're going to have a special guest, which will hopefully be able to announce pretty soon. But Tyson, appreciate your time, man. Congrats. Nice trip, and we'll talk to you Tuesday night.
Sounds good. See y'all Tuesday night.
There it is, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. for the Tyson Degenhart Show. That'll wrap it up. We got to get to the bus. We appreciate everybody for joining us. Again, what a 3 days it was, 4 days coverage all week. We appreciate all of our sponsors, Atkinson's Mirror and Glass, of course, Bauscher Real Estate, and Brian King and RBC Wealth Management, Taco Bell, Row Paint, all of our great sponsors. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for the coverage. Please go subscribe. Please go support the sponsors. And we'll talk to you guys when we get back in Boise. A great couple of days. Boise State wins 3 games. Had a lot of fun. Got some team building done. And again, going to be an exciting season. You're not going to want to miss it. So we'll keep the basketball talk going. We'll obviously switch to football, get back tomorrow on Friday, and then be at practice on Saturday morning and switch to football for a while mostly. So have a great rest of your evening. I'll have a story up later tonight. You can read that, BroncoNationNews.com. Thanks for everything. Have a great rest of your night. Bronco Nation News. Again, the Broncos go 3-0 on the Canada trip, and they'll start official practice around October 1st. We'll talk to you later. From Kamloops for the final time, BJ Rains, Bronco Nation News.